All right, let's dive right in. We're going to talk about something that can cause a ton of stress, exams. But what if we could flip the script? What if we could turn that anxiety into an actual advantage? Today, we're building your ultimate game plan to master any test that comes your way.
You know that feeling, right? Your heart starts pounding, your palms get sweaty, and you have this sinking feeling that every single thing you studied is just gone. Trust me, you are not the only one. That pressure is a totally universal part of being a student.
But what if you could walk into that room feeling ready, focused, maybe even a little confident? Look, it's not about being a genius. It's about having a system. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. We're going to build that game plan, piece by piece.
Okay, first things first, we have to know what we're up against. And for a lot of us, the real enemy isn't the test paper itself. It's that wave of anxiety that hits you. So let's call it the test dragon. We're going to figure out how to tame it.
So, what even is test anxiety? Well, it's a real, recognized psychological condition. And just seeing it defined like this is so important, you know? It means what you're feeling is valid. It's not some personal weakness, it's a specific, common challenge. And the good news is, we can build tools to manage it.
And this, right here, this is the most important mindset shift. A great test score isn't just about what you know. It's about how well you can get to that knowledge and use it when you're under pressure. And that, performing under pressure, that's a skill. It's something you can actually learn and practice, just like anything else.
So, if it's a skill, where does the practice begin? Well, it starts way before you even see the exam paper. This is the prep phase. This is where you lay the groundwork, where you really build the foundation for that confidence we were talking about.
Okay, here's your playbook. First up, systematic review. Cramming doesn't work. We all know that. It just creates these fragile short-term memories. Instead, spaced-out study sessions actually build strong, long-term recall. It's a real thing, called the spacing effect. Next, create a master study guide. The process of pulling all your notes together forces your brain to connect the dots, and that's one of the most powerful ways to learn. Third, try to think like your professor. What were the big ideas from the class? What would you ask on the test? And finally, maybe the most overlooked step, sleep. Seriously, sleep is when your brain does all the heavy lifting, organizing what you learned, and filing it away. A tired brain is an anxious, inefficient brain.
All right, you've done the prep work. The exam is sitting right there in front of you. Now it's game time. This is all about execution, the specific moves you can make in the moment to really perform at your best. Now, different kinds of questions need totally different strategies. For multiple choice, your best friend is the process of elimination. A great little hack is to actually cover up the answers and try to answer it in your head first. That way you won't get fooled by those tricky, almost right options. Now, for essays, it's a whole different ballgame. The outline is everything. Just take 2 minutes to sketch out your argument. You need a strong, clear thesis right at the start, and then you back it up with evidence. Whatever you do, don't just start writing and hope for the best. But what happens when the plan just goes out the window? You read a question and crickets. Your mind is a total blank. It's an absolutely terrifying moment, right? But like Gardner and Barefoot say here, the key isn't to somehow avoid panic altogether. It's about having a plan ready to go for when it strikes.
So here is that exact plan. The second you feel that overwhelm creeping in, just stop. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. This isn't just fluffy advice. Deep breathing actually sends a biological signal to your brain to calm down. Then slowly reread the question. A lot of times, panic comes from just misreading something simple. Do a little stretch in your chair to release that physical tension. And maybe most importantly, narrow your focus. Don't think about the whole test. Just think about the one single question right in front of you.
So the exam is over, you hand it in, and you can finally breathe. It's done, right? Well, not quite. This last phase is the one most people skip. But honestly, it's where the real, lasting learning happens. It's time to perfect the process.
When you get that test back, please don't just glance at the grade and stuff it in your backpack. That test is valuable data. You have to do an autopsy on your mistakes. Really figure out why you got it wrong. Was it a concept you didn't get? A careless error? Did you just misunderstand the question? Also, look at what you got right. That helps lock in the knowledge. Then, go back to your notes and fill in those specific gaps. This turns every single test, whether it was good or bad, into a powerful tool for the next one.
So, let's pull it all together. After all this, taming the anxiety, the prep, the performance, and perfecting your method, what have we really built?
We've built your new testing superpower.
It really all boils down to this simple, powerful equation. Real, lasting confidence doesn't just show up because you hope for it. It's the direct result of putting in the work beforehand and having a smart strategy for the moment. That's what turns that nervous, anxious energy into a feeling of being ready and in control.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to weigh you with a question. Just think for a second about everything we covered, from spacing out your studying to having that 3-breath reset plan. What's the one new thing you're actually going to commit to trying on your next test? Because turning this knowledge into action, that's how you really truly master the test.